Good morning. The reflection today is taken from Mark chapter 10, verses 17 to 27, and it's the story of the rich and the kingdom of God. As Jesus started on his way, a man ran up to him and fell on his knees before him. "Good teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "Why do you call me good?" Jesus answered. "No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony. You shall not defraud. Honour your father and mother." "Teacher," he declared, "all these I have kept since I was a boy." Jesus looked at him and loved him. "One thing you lack," he said. "Go sell everything that you have and give it to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me." At this the man's face fell. He went away sad, because he had great wealth. Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, "How hard is it for the rich to enter the kingdom of God?" The disciples were amazed at his words, but Jesus said again, "Children, how hard is it to enter the kingdom of God? It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of God." The disciples were even more amazed and said to each other, "Who then can be saved?" Jesus looked at them and said, "With man, this is impossible, but not with God. All things are possible with God." Well, what is a rich man? If a man has no shoes, then his friend who owns a pair is rich. To a man who has no food, then anyone with food is rich. A man who owns a house to one who does not, and a man who owns his own private island is rich in the eyes of almost everyone. So rich is defined differently according to circumstances. But rich is not confined to wealth. Here's a verse from a famous musical song of the 1930s. "Walking down the street in ragged clothes is not a joke. People point me out and call me beggar 'cause I'm broke. But there's one little lad, and he calls me Dad. Shake hands with a millionaire." So at first reading, it would appear that no one will be in the kingdom of heaven, since everyone is rich in the eyes of someone else. In fact, it's impossible to get in, for no one can get through the eye of a needle, especially me, since I have a tendency to be rather on the large side. What message then is Jesus delivering? The side narrow gates to cities in biblical times were the entrances which were used when the main gates were closed. These were often referred to as the eyes of the needle, through which no caravan could pass through. He also tells the young man to sell everything and give it away to the poor, and these principles have been adopted by various religious groups throughout the centuries. I believe the young man had reached the point in his life where he's placed his affection solely on what he had. He loved his money more than his family, his neighbours, and his God, so he was set a test which he sadly failed. A few months ago, we lost my mother-in-law at the ripe old age of 95. We had to act as executors and divide possessions. This brought it home to us, the futility of things. The memory of the deceased was far more important than the material things that were left behind. So I believe Jesus was trying to tell us that the most important thing in life was to love God rather than anything on this earth, and that with God all things were possible. So I pray that we should all aim to love God with all our hearts and learn that this love should be the foundation of our lives. Thank you for listening. Hi again. I just thought I'd add this onto the end of the reflection. There's a little piece that I wrote called The Great Debate, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. On the left, the hero of the hour, giver of everything, unlimited power. The name you know, some call it king, for this is life everlasting. On the right, giver of nothing, taker of everything, king of oblivion, nothing it will bring, for this is death everlasting. Fancy a cloud, way up high, floating around, happiness abound, a place for you and nothing to do, just twiddle your thumbs, no world to put to rights, no egos to satisfy, just heavenly joy. Hey, get real, that's no deal, just pie in the sky, no one floats around when they die. How dull, how boring, and what would you do? No point in complaining, for all is perfect, God's in his heaven and all's right with the world. Twaddle! The end is the end, there's nothing more, the light goes out and no one's about. Hey, if what you say is true, you have to say goodbye to all that have gone before, to those you loved and adored and promised to love evermore. For evermore will be gone, and the singer and his song, and no chance to meet again, to ease the parting pain. Idealistic claptrap, no morning glory, in fact, no anything, just pure nothingness. No thoughts, no deliberations, no agonization, no abomination, no pain, no nothing. Just nothing. Wait up. For if that's true, what's life been for? If the end of time leads to death, everlasting was the point of being born, with everything so forlorn. No better to feel that this journey is real, and that the love you have found will forevermore sound in the hearts and the minds of all humankind, if you choose life everlasting. I don't promise you peace, just instant release, an end to your days, an end to your thinking. No promise of salvation. Salvation from what? It's a hard choice to make. No hope, no future, no grace. But if it's a chance you're willing to take, choose me, choose death everlasting. Well, the debate goes on, and it's a hard choice to make. Really? Thank you.